Shalom Akim and welcome to GMS Gals on the Streets. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash, whom I worship. Double honors to my elder apostles, the great millstone, who taught me this word in sincerity and in truth and who rule well. Salutations to all the Akim who are out there pushing this word all throughout the earth. I'm Elder Sakuran from the GMS New York camp. And as always, welcome to GMS Gals on the Street. So I'm gonna go into this article, which is breaking news, and it's Trump once again, talking shit on Twitter and threatening Turkey with economic sanctions and things like that. So definitely the nations, definitely man, if Trump is not going to be the one who's going to bring this third world war, I believe they're going to keep him in office. You know, I believe they're going to keep him in office because, um, right now Esau over here in America are on a downward spiral. Okay, and they're very how would you say scared, fearful, anxious. So many words I could use right now. It's one word I want to use. It's not come. It's at the tip of my tongue. It's not coming to me at the moment. Um, but if it comes to me, I'll say it. But yeah, definitely. As you can see here, you can see this wild turkey here looks just like Trump. You know, talking shit. So I'm gonna read as always. I'm gonna read the article, bring out a scripture or two. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. If you brothers been watching as of late, I've been trying to go live with the AZ recorder, screen recorder live. It's been a little choppy and stuff, and that's the app itself, man. But as you can see, after like a day or something, it'll come in. It'll be up on my page and it'll be clear. So I'm trying to get that going and see, work out the kinks, so to speak, or just get a whole different app altogether. Um yeah, so let's get into it. Yeah, what I wanted to say was Esau is desperate over here in America, man. They desperate as hell because they're losing power, and all the nations are coming together and they're joining with Russia, man, and with China, and they're leaving the U.S. dollar. So the nations know that there's war with America. It's an imminent war with America because they're leaving the U.S. dollar, and America is not gonna stand for that, man. Trump and all these other devils up top, they're not gonna go for that. They want all nations to be uh bought and paid for, so to speak, with the United States gross domestic product, which is no good. It's debt bearing, you know, and it's putting nations in a bad situation. So the nations are waking up to this damn devil, man. Okay. So let's get into it. Okay, so this is from RT, of course, and I guess I gotta try to go get my sources from different alternate media news sites or whatever. But the spirit been having me to jump on RT because there's always something fresh with RT, you know. Um, but I'm not down in any other media site or whatever. And I'm not telling brothers that just to look at RT only. Look around definitely. So it says this is from RT. So as you see here in the red banner above, it says Trump threatens to obliterate Turkey's economy if it does anything off limits. And this is that little horn, man. That little proud horn, man. Okay, that we're gonna read about in the book of Daniel's, and this is America, man. It's more whose look was more stout than his fellows. That's talking about America, man. And at the forefront of that right now at this specific time is Trump, man. Okay, blabbering and going on Twitter, okay, talking his shit to the nations, and the nations are like they're like, man, who the hell are these? Who the hell are these people to tell us what to do, man? All right, so they're getting angry. It says Trump threatens to obliterate Turkey's economy. And if you hit somebody in their pockets, man, and if you hit somebody in their pockets hard, look, that's an act of war. That's a fight. Okay, that's a blatant act or action of war, act of war, man. Okay, messing with somebody's money, you know, you don't mess. See, you don't mess with a man's money. You don't mess with a man's woman. You don't mess with a man's family, man. That's when a nigga fit to go crazy on you. A nigga bound to lose it on your ass, man. See, so it says Trump threatens to obliterate Turkey's economy if it does anything off limits. Breaking news. In in a fairly blunt warning to the NATO ally, U.S. President Donald Trump vowed to obliterate the Turkish economy if he thinks it stepped out of line in Syria. And that's what it means in Obadiah. It says, and they that were confederate with thee, you know, or all they that were confederate with thee, shall uh let me get that real quick. I'm sorry, I don't want to misquote it. Let's go to the book of Obadiah. Okay. And let's go to the exact verse that I'm trying to bring out here. Okay, right here, Obadiah 1 and verse 6 on down. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy, in this case, Turkey's a part of that NATO confederacy because it just said that they're an ally, man. But they're gonna turn around and be like, man, who the f is America to tell us what to do, man? You know? It says, all the men of that confederacy have brought thee even to the border. And the border is the Middle East, okay? That whole region, meaning bring them, pull them into this war, That's why America's still out there in Iraq doing some dumb shit. They're, in Afghanistan. Now they're up in Syria and soon to be Iran. And they're already there. They're there and they're never gonna leave, man. There's gonna be a great draft. There's gonna be a draft, man, of young American men and women, okay? Especially of our people, man, of Israelites, man. You so-called Negroes, West Indians, Puerto Ricans, Native American Indians, you name it. They're gonna start, bringing y'all in, okay? Carting you off to war, and you're gonna get the chip as they're carting you off to war. They're gonna give you the chip. They're gonna put you, they're gonna put you in uniform. Shave off your heads, whatever the hell they do, and they're gonna put you. They're gonna give you a damn some weapons or whatever, and then you're gonna go to war, and you will not return. You might as well. Anybody who go to war at this point in this era, you're not gonna return. You're gonna be always locked in. They're gonna keep you locked in. You know so for all you out there, especially you young Israelites listening, take heed, take warning to what we're saying. Don't go to war. Do not take the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, and listen to what we're saying, man, and come into this, because this word here is to save your life, okay, whether you believe it or not. But you'll soon believe it, because there's gonna be things happening that we spoke of, man. Okay. So it says, give me a second. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Right. So all these nations that were at peace with America will deceive America because, to be quite frank, America has deceived them, lied to them, told them that nah, that their currency was powerful, that they would thrive with the United States GDP, which is the United States dollar, the U.S. dollar, the greenback, right? And it's nothing but a debt bearing note, man, to put them further in slavery. So they deceive America, deceived them, and at the end they're gonna deceive America, you know. And they're gonna say they're gonna stick up the middle finger to America and be like, look, we're not with you, man. And they're gonna go with Russia and other top nations like China, and they're gonna join with them, and you know uh, uh, um, their militaries and economically they're gonna join with them, and they're gonna say screw America. It's already happening. Prophecy is taking place as we now speak, and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread, which the bread, and that's a terminology amongst Jake, or used to be an old school terminology, where instead of saying money, you say bread. I said, yo, man, I got some bread on me. Let's go eat. Let's go do this. Let's go buy that, right? So those that ate America's bread are all these nations that took the United States money as a reserve currency, or have used it for as oil, to buy and sell oil. Okay, um, that's part of the fornication, man. That's a good part of the fornication, and also with the philosophies of America, right? It says, "They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him." So there's no understanding in Esau. Once all these nations start pulling out and pulling back from doing business with America, that's it, man. And it's happening. It's happening as we now speak. Like I said, all right. I believe it was Putin either last week or the week before. They had a big like a summit in Sochi, Russia, somewhere, and he was with the China, the premier of China, the president of China or whatever, you know, and other world leaders. So they're doing their thing, and they're planning to create their own financial structure. And guess what? They're leaving America out, man. They leaving you Edomites out over here in America. They leaving you out. They leaving Israel out. Why? Because in the beginning, that's what y'all did. You see, y'all left the nations out. So now the nations are leaving y'all out, man, and you're on your way down to hell. That's what in the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter, it says. It says, and we don't. I'm not gonna go to it, but it says that hell from beneath is moved to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, which are the other nations. Right now, your America is alive. The other nations are dead because they're under America. The whole NATO, America, EU rule. Right? It stirs up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. Okay, so the chief ones is Russia. The chief ones is China. The chief ones is, Meshach and Tubal, which is Turkey. Okay, North Korea is on the up and coming. They all those that have that nuclear weapons capabilities, man. Uh, I can't leave this out. It says, verse 8, "Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau?" Right? The mount is the government of Esau, but mainly Esau over here. See, America is the modern day Basra. America is the capital of all countries of Idumea right now, or Esau. All right. So it says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob," which that's us, the Israelites, right? You so-called Negroes, West Indians, Puerto Ricans, so-called Native American Indians, so-called Seminole Indians, right? Scattered all throughout North, Central, and South America, and all throughout the globe. All right. Esau did us wrong, And the Lord, and this is the whole reason why the world's war is going to happen, so that the Lord destroyed these nations that fought against us, that destroyed us, that put us in slavery. This is the reason why the Lord's turning them all against each other, so that they could destroy themselves, especially the Amalek there in our land right now, which is the land of Israel, to remove them, so that we to make way for us, so that we could come back. It's gonna be a great homecoming, man. Um, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, which is Israel, us the Israelites, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen very soon. You know, all praise be to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash, right? Going back to this article, it says, in a fairly blunt warning to the NATO ally, U.S. President Donald Trump vowed to obliterate the Turkish economy if he thinks it's stepped out of line in Syria. He then told Ankara to watch over ISIS fighters in the U.S. absence. If Turkey does anything that I, in my great and unmatched wisdom, you see this damn devil speaking proudly, man, consider to be cut off I'm sorry, consider to be cut off limits. I will totally destroy and obliterate the economy of Turkey. I've done before. The president threatened via tweet on Monday, an odd turn of phrase for what otherwise seemed like a dire warning to a supposed ally. Now, and the reason why he's coming at him so hard is because Turkey, um damn, I forget the name of my man's the premier of Turkey right now. Let's get him. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, right. This guy here. Um, it says Recep Endrogan, or president or premier in Drogan. I'm trying to get his full name. Let's see. Right here. It says Tayyip Endrogan. All right, that's his name. That's his name. And yeah. So that's him right there. Okay. And so the king of Turkey right now, the king of Meshach and Tubal right now. And Trump is talking shit to him, man. So give me a second. Right. Yeah, the reason why Trump is coming against him so hard is because they've been buying weapons and missile defense systems and things of that nature from Russia and not from the U.S. You know, because they don't want to deal with the U.S. no more. First of all, they don't trust in the United States money, and to be quite frank, they don't like Trump, man. They're like, look, man, this guy's the devil. We're not making deals with the devil. So, and I'm not gonna keep on reading. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna keep on reading. I'm gonna just give me a second. Yeah, I'm gonna put the link right in the description box, and you brothers could just go and check that out.